Hey, so welcome back. So I decided to reorganize my linen closet because this weekend I had 3 sick kids and one was puking in the middle of the night at like 3 o'clock in the morning. My carpet will never be the same. Anyways, so we had a gross, disgusting, pooping, puking, 3 sick kid weekend. And it's so important to have, you know, your medication organized. I found I was like pulling things out, you know, looking for the kids' Gravel and trying to find Tylenol or Advil, and some of it was expired. And I was like, oh my God. And it was very, very late and very messy and very smelly. Not the best time to be rooting around. So I'm quickly gonna show you my before and then the after. So I'm embarrassed to say this is what my baskets look like right now. This basket system works for me. It does, because it's open so I can grab it and toss it back in, but obviously I haven't been doing enough maintenance. So I am going through and going to get rid of anything that is expired or I'm not using, loving, and that is useful to my home to make these a little bit more manageable. So it was only about 15 minutes to sort my baskets, and I'm mortified to say I had a ton of expired medication, especially kids' medications, and some of them weren't even opened. Yeah, so next time my kids are sick and I take them to the doctors, I'm definitely gonna hold off till we get home before I buy medication that they might need. So I got rid of this entire bag of expired stuff. So I'll show you what it looks like now. So here's everything put back into my hall linen closet. It's not a really big closet. It's actually one that's just built into the wall, but on the plus side, it's really deep. So the nice thing is I'm able to put baskets of things that we use less often behind. That's things like the heating pad, that A5 Rubby 5, whatever, all that stuff goes behind. And then the stuff that's used most often I put in the beginning. If you're not using a basket system when you're organizing things like your first aid and your kids' products and stuff like that, I really, really recommend doing it. And the reason is it just doesn't stay organized or neat when everything's just on a shelf. You can fit a lot more in a basket. Plus, if you did need something and it was at the back, you wouldn't have to take stuff out or root around and knock over things. I get asked a lot, how do you keep your family organized? Like a mom or a dad will organize something and the kids or their spouse, other people in the family won't keep it organized. Well, not everybody organizes the same. So you have to sort of organize for the laziest person in your family. And in my family, that's me. If I had bins in here that had lids on them and things like that, I would just use something and I'd set it on top. I wouldn't put it back in. By having open lidded bins, it means I'm just gonna literally toss it back in where it belongs. So it's going to stay neat and tidy and you're never gonna have to look around for things. Now these were definitely overflowing, so obviously maintenance needs to be done, but I haven't done it in a really long time, but at least it was still in the spot. So this is our extra product bin, and again, all this stuff would be normally tumbling over, but the nice thing is by using a bin you can bring it right out and see what you want behind without having to reach back or have things getting lost in the abyss. And then of course I have one for kids first aid. With 3 kids we have lots of sickness, so I just went through and there was a ton of expired stuff in there. I'm terrible. And then the mom first aid and dad first aid too. We keep all like the medication that we take and Tylenol and stuff like that. We keep actually in our bathroom medicine cabinet. But all that other stuff we keep in here. So rolling towels is another quick tip. It saves a ton more space to simply roll your towels as opposed to folding them. Plus, when you're pulling one out, you never have to worry about one's toppling over or all of that sort of stuff. So it keeps the towels nice and neat, and you save almost half the space rolling as opposed to just traditionally folding your towels. So that's a quick tip. Organize your medication and yeah, toss stuff that's expired. You'll be surprised how much room you'll find. Get some bins or baskets and keep it organized for good. That's your tip. We'll see you next time.